I think we're live. There we go.
Hey guys, thumbs up if you can hear us.
Hey all.
Drinking my coffee. It's cold. Agents in the house.
There goes the neighbourhood agents here.
Hey Jess. Hey Bradley. Just saying hello. Darren. Gerwin. Who else is in here?
Nettie had a reminder on. I don't know if she's here yet. Reminder set.
I hope she's here. Great to see those videos coming out, mate. Yes. We've been really, really busy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a couple out this week, which was good. One of them was a bit heartbreaking to make, but yeah, it was.
I'll put myself on silent.
It was nice to get the tribute out to our precious little girl that we lost. So those people who have seen it, hope you sort of got a bit of an indication of how precious and special she was.
And how she was never more than 2 feet away from Harrison. I was looking at it thinking, gee, I'm not in any of these photos. I was the one behind the camera. So, thank you. My haircut. Yes. Oh, geez, a bit blurry. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks great too.
Oh, it's just not. It's not behaving itself tonight. So, for those that don't know, I've actually got naturally curly hair. So I tried to tame it down a bit, and this is the result. So, yes, but I had a lot cut off because I could actually feel it. It was down to my butt. So, yeah. So, thank you. Hey, Paula, thanks for joining us.
Paula, the professional moderator. The
moderator extraordinaire. She's amazing. So
it's great to see so many people. And hello, Stephanie Fredericks from over at Catfish Terry's stream. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Carolyn. So what's happened this week? Oh, big news. As most of you are aware, we're actually moving next weekend.
Did you know that, Darren? We're moving next weekend.
Next weekend, with the help from lovely. Who? I said hello, you Darren. Jesus. So yeah. So next weekend we're actually moving with the help of Darren. Thank you, Darren. We really, really do appreciate him coming up to give us a hand. There was one major thing that was actually stopping us from moving, and that was the fact that we didn't have working plumbing. So we had
no septic.
And hey, Best Life. So that finally went in yesterday, I think it was.
Thursday, yep.
Yeah, I have no idea if it works yet, but there's a septic. So we got what they call a biocycle. So it's a aerated septic system. So the water is actually treated, and then you can put it onto your garden. So yeah, so we're really, really looking forward to that. It's recycled water. The Environmental Protection Authority here in Australia says it's actually safe enough to drink, but don't. So
it will be used for irrigation.
Yeah. So that went in. What else has happened?
Even just with irrigation, just knowing that we're going to be reusing all the water that goes through will be good.
Yeah, because we don't have town water. Everything we have.
The floater on the tank's gone up a little bit. We're up to about that much water now.
Yeah, so we've only got tank water. So it's nice to know that what we're having go down the sink or down the shower or down the toilet is actually going back out onto the yard to make it green. What else has happened? Oh, the fireplace has gone in. So finally the flue, and they lit a fire in it the other day. So yeah,
we'll be able to get that going if we're out there and it's cold.
Yeah.
Get the house warm while we're moving stuff in.
And we've been in a rental for just over 12 months while we built. And for the last 3 weeks, we had no heating. So that finally got fixed.
Yeah, he had a heck of a time with it. So it's nice to have some warm air coming out of the vents again.
Yeah, but it's been getting a little bit chilly here in Australia, particularly down here, but not too cold, which has been good. So I got fixed just in time for us to move.
Yeah.
So
Car was covered in a bit of ice this morning, so that was the first sort of real frost we had this morning. So it's starting to head that way. But yeah, it's nice to have the heater working.
yes, and Bibi, hello.
G'day, Ed. Great to have you here, and best life.
Yeah, it's we haven't had a lot of rain, have we?
No.
But we're getting
No.
frosts now.
Yeah.
But
Just need a good 2-inch downpour for over a day or two.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be really, really nice to get that underway. So this weekend is a lot more packing, and there's bits and pieces that we still are yet to do on the house. We've still yet to paint the outside because even though it's not raining, it's now frost. So we have to be really careful of when we put that on, and it'll be a lot easier to do things when. Let's just forget Ed's comment.
Yeah.
It'll stop raining here.
Send some this way, buddy. Just an inch or two. Just whatever you can spare, just send over the Pacific, mate.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of things that we can get done when we're out there that we just can't do here, because as you know, we both work full-time jobs, and at the moment with no daylight savings, by the time Stephen and I are finished, then we get wound up, it's dark. So not a lot of time to do things as well. And we've still got our escapee cow, Uni. She just walks straight through the fence, so we're going to have to fix that. So
Yeah.
it's electrified. So
Yeah.
that's just not.
She's just going underneath it and walking straight through the strand. So we've got to put a bit of ring lock fencing on and keep her in there.
And when you open the gate for her, she'll walk up to the gate and then walk through the fence beside it. So yeah.
She went through quick the other day though. I took out a couple of bales of lucerne, which the Americans call alfalfa. And I started throwing it over the fence on the other side to feed the other cows, and she was on this side and sort of looking mournful at me. And I said, "If you want something to eat, go through the fence."
And she did.
And she did. Yep. Hi, Harrison. Bibi says hi.
That's about as much as you'll get to see. Yeah.
Paul had a question: when's the next update in the house? Yeah,
This weekend.
Yeah, we'll do a bit of a film this weekend and do an update. Not a great deal has changed, but yeah.
We'll get the drone out hopefully because as you can see, we've got a bunyip problem. Oh my God, when I filmed that, he put it together and I said, no one's going to get that because he split it. And yeah, I didn't think anyone would get that. It was actually a joke, the big bunyips. So
yeah, we didn't. We had to put a bit of a title in there just to let people, if they didn't watch the end, they'd go away thinking, yeah, that we had bunyips running around. So yeah.
And how on earth do you live in Australia with all those killer animals? So
and snakes, crocodiles, and bunyips and drop bears. Yeah.
Obviously, as you can see by that video, we filmed that a couple of months ago, I think it was, because the tank wasn't down. So we have a lot of footage.
So yeah, there'll be a few little bits and pieces out of sequence, but yeah, we'll just go through and pick out the bits that we can make use of.
Darren. Harrison is looking forward to seeing you. It was you or him or Dusty the dog?
Oh, yeah, it's a close call.
Yeah, he did ask when Darren was coming. Yeah, so yeah, drop bears. Yeah, lots of drop bears.
Yes, Jandera, they make that print when they're just slowly sort of moving forward. So they'll put their legs down and then they'll move forward and their tail will make that drag. So you don't see it unless they're on really soft sand, because normally their tail doesn't sort of make that line in the middle. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
But as you can see, the size of that kangaroo, that was a substantial kangaroo, and there was quite a lot of other little ones. But yeah.
Oh, Darren, it wasn't my cooking at all. But
And
look,
Stephanie.
we'll get some takeaway pizza for you, mate.
You were the only one who got sick, buddy.
No,
Weak constitution.
I got sick too, but that was not my cooking.
Yeah.
I think Darren brought it from Horsham or wherever he came from.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping in, Stephanie. Really appreciate it. So, so what else is next? My kitchen cupboards. Well,
they're in. We just don't have bench top and doors yet. But they're on the way.
Yeah, but that's not a big problem because we've got the other kitchen. What else?
I wasn't sick, Darren. I was as sick as a dog. Yeah, it was gastro.
So we've got the range hood to go in.
Range hood dishwasher. That's in the garage, ready to go. Hot water service is still sitting in the garage.
Well, it was yesterday.
Yeah, it might be in now.
Yeah, because the plumber was doing a little bit of work. So
your barn door tracks are there.
Oh, that was a secret.
Oh.
I just spoiled that. I've got barn doors going in. So yeah. Don't have the doors, but we've got the tracks. So I'm supposed to be making the doors, but I'm running out of time and hours in the day to get that done.
Yeah, so we might have to
just buy some temporarily. So Darren, I promise I will cook for you, buddy.
Funny times.
I don't know what he expects on a camp oven, like in the middle of nowhere. So, we'll put the fire on for you too, buddy. So, you need a coffee. I've got one. It's freezing cold though. I think Stephen made it for me a couple of hours ago. So, it's good.
We've got all the fruit trees that are here in the big pots. We're going to transport those out very soon. Just get them in a spot where they'll be protected over the winter. And that'll be one of our first jobs, is getting a bit of a conditioning up, a bit of a run and a bit of a bed for the fruit trees to go in. Where we're going to put them is it's a bit barren, so we're going to have to build it up a little bit and give them a chance.
But it was interesting to see when they dug up the lines for the septic that the soil was really, really good for about a good 4 inches, and then underneath it gets a little bit hard. So we've got a whole heap of red gum sleepers, so we're thinking of actually building a raised garden bed with some soil in that and lifting the trees up slightly, because as soon as they hit that clay, it's going to be a bit hard for them. But I would have liked to have tilled it up with the pigs, but we don't have the pigs yet, so they're not due to be born for another 3 months. So
the guy across the road actually works for a digging and excavating company. So he's got a couple of big tractors over there. Might even get him to come and run his ripper through and make a bit of a channel for the fruit trees to go in, give them a chance to get down.
Yeah, the thing that you can use augers for these, but when you do it, you're making smooth sides, and as soon as the roots hit the smooth sides, they tend to not be able to break through. So the people behind us made that mistake. They dug round holes and put their they were ornamental trees, were they peach trees? Yeah, and they all ornamental pears.
Yeah, they all just died because they just got root bound and couldn't get out.
Now, is it Ed that was going to actually be doing a vegetable patching truck with?
I believe so. Yeah. Ed's a crazy American truck driver.
Yeah, because it was on the radio the other day. There's actually a term for it where people actually grow gardens in their cars, and they wanted people to ring in. And I'm thinking I should ring in and talk about Ed with his veggie patch and his truck. So
Ed works long hours. He does an awesome job running his channel. Yeah.
I think they call it a cardiner. A cardiner, when you grow plants in your. This lady had a whole fairy garden on the top of her dashboard. So she had I couldn't drive like that.
Hey, Daz from My Aussie Garden. Good to have another Victorian in the room.
His dad's from not Melton, is it? That was someone else.
North Victoria somewhere. Where are you from again, Daz?
Yeah, I'm hopeless. He hasn't got his super duper list up to say where people are from, so I'm lost.
Daz is the fitter carpentry.
Daz, want to come up and make some cupboard doors for me? I haven't arrived, so Is that like? Yes, Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Yes, Cap and Kim. I'm drinking some Chardonnay. So
That's okay, Nettie. Hope you're feeling better. Hope that finger's okay.
yeah, no, that's yeah. I can honestly say I've done that a few times. I actually put a knife straight through my finger and it came out to the other side. So I know what that's like.
You had one of your workers at your cafe drying a knife and ran it straight up her
Yeah,
thumb.
drawing a knife like with the blade that way instead of facing that way, and just went and just sliced this whole section of her finger off, and I just couldn't understand how they. I'm like, why?
Anytime you cut yourself with a knife is when you're not paying attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, when I had the cafe, I remember I used to come home with like massive burns all over my arms too, because you'd reach in and touch something, and you'd like get a burn here and burn there. So, yeah, it's fun. Up north on Gunbower Island. God, I used to go up there all the time as a kid.
Good fishing up that way.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
So,
Good yellow belly and redfin.
I think that's where my parents had a shack up at Gunbower.
Yeah.
Before they were all torn down and you weren't allowed to stay up there. So
yeah, we had a shack on the Edwards River, just the other side of New South Wales. Yeah, great
a
memories.
shack.
An old SEC shack.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it had to get removed.
We can remember in the corner played last week and how tools already gotten.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to having growing some corn and a lot of other things.
Yes, I started packing up all my gardening stuff the other day and all my seeds and everything like that. So yeah, that'll be good. I think it'd be nice just to get out there and actually just breathe.
Be able to just get up and you're there.
Yeah.
And go do things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're sort of chomping at the bit to get out there. But anyway, it will happen in time.
Yeah. It'd be nice just to be able to wake up in the morning and actually walk out the back door and start doing things, because at the moment we're about 8 minutes away from and it doesn't seem like that much, but you got to pack everything, and go out there, and then you get out there and you do things, and sometimes it's just when it's cold in the morning, you're just trying to find that motivation to actually get out of bed. So when you've worked a 50-hour week and then you've got to get up and
Yeah, Bibby, you've seen Julianne in our videos. She will use nail guns, drills, and there is only one power tool that you won't use. And what's that?
A circular saw.
Yeah. Her son's best friend had a fight with a circular saw, and the circular saw won.
But here's the weird thing about me. I don't mind using a battery-powered circular saw. Like if I have to use a circular saw, it'd be battery-powered. And a chainsaw, I think I'd use a battery chainsaw, but not, I don't know. It's just, I'm just mental that way.
Yeah, had to go to the hospital. That's okay, Nettie. We know you've got a lot on at the moment. You're holding down the fort on your own, with Mum, but just you're doing great. Don't put yourself down. You're going flat knacker and doing as much as you can. So
Sunny's here. Hey. Cool if you need it, Nettie. Yeah, we're only 18 hours away.
You've got a whole YouTube family. Like, if you want someone to talk to, or then you've got people close that can help. So, reach out if you need us.
So, meetup is going to be awesome, but 2 hours away. Where? Meetup. Ooh, who's meeting up?
I think there's a group of. Is it to do with Shed Wars or just with gardeners in the area? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Oh, Sunny's going to be there.
Cool.
Yeah, well, if we could leave the country, we'd be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have a Australian homesteaders
meeting. We are.
Yeah. Well, let's do it.
Yeah, we are going to do that, like with residents and hopefully all the southerners and we don't care. We've got plenty of room.
Hell,
so.
we'll even let Queenslanders in.
Yeah. Will we? Oh, okay.
well,
yeah, we like.
Can't stop them.
We love Queensland.
We do.
Hey, my cousin lives near Nettie in in Gatto. So
Yes, the thriving metropolis of Gatto.
Gatton, for those people that don't know, Gatto. Meet up. Oh, I'm going to just, sorry, while I'm here. If anyone, I don't know what I've done. Oh, there we go. Did I do that?
Yep.
Did it show up?
Should be popping in.
There we go. We have a big place. We'll put them with the cows. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always room for a tent or a swag somewhere.
Hey, Daz, you're welcome too. You know, you're not that far away. Just bring a swag.
Yeah.
Head on down. So,
Indeed.
So for those of you that don't know, we're right in the middle of central Victoria in Australia, which is, what would you call, which is, say it was kind of, if Australia was America, it'd be like the Carolinas kind of down, Florida kind of, Tasmania's Florida, but not hot. It's the opposite.
Tasmania is so not Florida.
There's about 200 people there.
And they're all related.
Don't say that. And it's cold and wet.
Now, this could get interesting. Here he comes. G'day, Ed.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
How are you this evening over there?
Oh, we're going to be a feedback.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
There is Crazy Ed's Homestead.
Yep.
Hey, Darren.
How you doing?
Good. Is it cold in Melbourne?
Yeah,
It's always cold in Melbourne.
it's always cold in Melbourne.
Ed, where are you driving to?
What's on the lake?
Oklahoma. This is what I'm driving in.
Oh, wow. Watch out for those big, tall, twisty things that blow wind around really fast. Don't want you disappearing into a tornado.
Oh, agent. Pitching a tent next to a cow would bring back memories of being married to the ex. Paul, I don't know why he's wearing that hat. It's not that cold here.
It's not that cold there.
Hang on. I'm just going to...
It's very becoming, Darren.
You look like a garden gnome. I love it.
You look like a lumberjack.
I'm just having a
Not
look at
just
the
a
temperature.
potato.
Oh,
No, I think
Ed's-
he's locked up.
Yeah.
I'll let him come back. I'm just looking at it feels like 1 degree here. So what's that? 30
Just under
33.
33? Yeah, I was about to say. Let's see what it's like in Melbourne. So feels like 7.4. What are you complaining about, buddy?
Yeah. I have my temperature set pretty low.
Yeah. Well, it saves on heating bills to wear more clothes and have a heater turned down, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's always a 2-dog night.
Yeah.
Trusting in God first. Whereabouts hey, Mulberry Branch Farm. Sorry, I did not see you come in.
Oh, wow.
And
Hey,
Drops
Mulberry.
Family Garden. Hi, sorry, a bunch of people
Yeah,
dropped in
meantime.
while we were talking about the weather. Wow, there's a channel for that, right? It's called the Weather Channel.
Oh, now,
7.4 is about 42-ish.
Now, I wanted to say something to Drops. If you're going to do the meatloaf challenge, if you want to get it going, I'm in. I've got the recipe for a good meatloaf. Well, let's do the meatloaf challenge.
You're
I'm
Englishing
Englishing really good tonight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, been there, done that. 1 second place.
Yeah, but hang on, didn't you get second place because of something? Well, wasn't there some? Did you get disqualified from something?
No, I've never been disqualified from anything. Ed wanted to disqualify me from his cooking one.
That's right. Yes. 9 in Ipswich. Maybe I should raise the air Indiana.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm terrible with geography.
Hey, CJ.
Hey,
Ow.
CG.
Look out
Who was
for the man.
supposed to give me a phone call, but hey.
Not that you're sort of, noting it at all, eh, Darren? No.
No. Not that I'm going to call it out to an international audience that he hasn't called me.
Now I know what Indiana is. I've got my bearings
yes,
now.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
up near Illinois and Ohio and Kentucky. Up near, yes, Michigan.
Yes,
Now I know. That's Lake Michigan, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, or whatever. Just doing geography over here. Apparently, Darren, I have to keep you busy next. Joe Morgan, hi. Next Friday, I've had a message sent to me by someone saying that I've got to work you to the bone, and I think you know who it is too.
You've got to work me to the bone. Is that so someone else gets time with my dog?
Well, no, it was actually a female who said that I had to keep you busy. So,
A female said that you have to keep me busy.
I don't think she's on here. City Girl made a comment that we have to keep you working.
that
I think
might
a few
be-
people said that we're gonna be
Yes.
slave drivers and
Yes, a few people have said that.
crack the whip.
I think Bibby's been on there saying to work you hard.
Yep.
Yeah, it was me. Sorry, folks.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, I thought it might have been us.
Nah, it was me.
That's all right. I've got our
I
speakers on, but
I had the earphone in, but didn't switch to it.
CG, no electricity in the last 24 hours.
you've been on the exercise bike pumping to generate electricity, mate.
Little
Little,
gerbil.
little hamster in a wheel.
Hey, shouldn't he be prepped?
I did think that.
Obviously how he's here. So, yeah, generator. Yeah. So I'm just reading a couple of the comments. I don't know why there's no. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, weak infrastructure and
Bad weather.
Yep. Boy,
Paula, you have a wrench nearly everywhere. You didn't, did you?
I may have. She'll find out soon.
hey, she's a mod on 100 channels, so why not 101?
That's why I'm prepped.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, look. Oh no, she's just realised. Oh, if you're going to pick on people, so I'll make them moderators.
Exactly right.
So what's happening?
I'm actually a moderator on her Facebook group,
Oh, look at you go. So
as well as Rebels.
I have a video of yours, Darren. I want to watch the mushrooms one. I find that I actually get notifications of things, and I say add watch later, and I think at the moment I'm pretty much down to the lowest I've been in quite some time. I have 56 videos.
Only
on my-
56 watch
Yeah,
laters.
only 56. I might be down a bit lower. Let's just have a look. Oh, 95. So, but yours is up the top, so I really want to watch that one. I don't eat mushrooms, but Stephen loves
That
them.
was the ones I grew in a plastic bag, just a freezer bag sort of thing,
Mm.
with some recycled coffee grounds.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Cool.
They were like a 30-cent mushroom set.
Did you ever get your percolator thing?
Yeah,
Oh, you did. Cool.
I did.
And
Thank you.
What's the verdict?
It doesn't keep it hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the killer.
Mm.
So you got to reboil it, but that's fine.
Mm.
Catch up on the videos while Darren does the movie. Oh my God, Daz, I love that idea. At work, and I'll just sit back and drink my ties and who am I kidding? Scotch.
Yeah, thanks, Best Life. Very kind.
Oh, now, Darren, you're definitely getting outnumbered. I've discovered that John from Old Reading Farm is a Star Wars and Lord of the Rings nut. So us nerds, we're growing in numbers. You're getting outnumbered.
Yes.
We were having a great chat on his live the other day.
God.
Yes. My knowledge and what I acknowledge publicly.
Pumpkin pies, I'm going to do this. That is one of the last things. I went out there today, and we've still got a few pumpkins in the pumpkin patch, but we have to rip it out this weekend. And there's a couple of borderline pumpkins there. I'm just going to have to, rip them out. And
the last one we cooked was sort of borderline and wasn't quite ripe, and it was pretty bland and awful.
Yeah, but I'm sure that the chickens all love to eat whatever is there. But yeah, it's all got to come out this weekend, and because the renter were in, we had a couple come through today to have a look and see if they wanted to rent it, and they're like, oh, doesn't this have a pantry? Doesn't this have a linen? Where do you put your kitchen table? And I'm like, well, and they're like, how do you fit a bed in this room? And I'm just sitting there going, oh, Jesus. So, yeah. I don't think
you don't want our opinion?
No, don't ask us.
No.
So, so we've got to rip that out. But everything's in boxes, Darren. You'll be happy to know.
That's good.
Getting there.
Yeah. There's only a few bits and pieces. Oh, there's the mysterious child. Yeah. So, yeah, we should be right.
That's not very nice, baby.
What did I miss?
The only good thing was Astrid. Astrid was a good thing, but hey.
What's Astrid?
My granddaughter.
Ah, yes.
My official taste tester.
It's your granddaughter's name, Astrid.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to say something when Harrison comes back in.
I can hear.
Oh, he can hear. We were talking about How to Train Your Dragon the other day, and there's some names: Hiccup, Snotlot, Snotlout, Fish Legs, Tough Nut, Rough Nut, which are really weird names. And then there's Astrid. And I said, isn't that unusual? Like that they've got all these funny names, and then there's Astrid. And he goes, that's not a common name. And I'm like, there's plenty of people with Astrid. So there you go, Harrison. Yeah.
Hey, City Girl, welcome.
Hey, Terry.
Yeah, so there you go. Astrid.
Yeah, Agent's also admitting to used to being a Trekkie. Well, he still is. Like once a Trekkie, always a Trekkie.
Yeah, see, Trekkie's worse than Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm working my way through the first, the original series of Star Trek at the moment, and yeah, it ranges from oh wow for the time and oh my god, look how bad those special effects are.
Yeah, but you watch Doctor Who.
Oh, I love Doctor Who.
What, a pile of carpet with some pots glued to it as a monster?
Oh, he watches Doctor Who and the Daleks and everything like they exterminate. And I'm just like, seriously, they got a garbage can and stuck some balls on it and stuck a thing out there.
Yep, stuck some plastic plates on them, spray painted it, done.
What are they? The canines? Are they?
Yeah, canine.
The little dog thingies. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Tom Baker was an awesome Doctor
Oh
Who.
God. You watched Red Dwarf as well, so.
Yeah, I'm partial to Red Dwarf.
Although I have noticed on our YouTube history, there's a lot of the young ones.
Yeah, I love the young ones as well. That's a classic series.
Yeah, there's some good British TV.
Yeah.
There is.
The Brits are good at comedy.
Yep.
They are. Like the Goodies and that sort of thing. But you're so much older than me, so you saw those in when they were first out. I had to see what reruns.
Yep.
6
o'clock ABC weeknights. Doctor Who.
I never admit to what I've watched, what I like. And if I know who or who isn't Tom Baker.
Okay. Are you a Peter Davidson man, are you?
Who?
He was the next one.
Did you know that the current Doctor Who is married to one of the previous Doctor Who's daughters?
Mm.
And they met on the set of Doctor Who when the other Doctor Who was still playing the Doctor Who.
Okay.
Isn't that weird? So
Mm.
Doctor Who's son-in-law is now Doctor Who. It's weird. Anyway, fun fact. Sonny, I like Doctor Who.
Facebook fact, anyway.
Yeah, it's a fact. Fun fact. It's not a fun fact. So,
Paul,
random thoughts.
Mr. Bean is hysterical.
Oh, gotta not make you a moderator.
Yeah.
No.
So I like Rowan Atkinson. I love Blackadder. Just not that hot on Mr. Bean. It's okay.
What's the
The original Mr. Bean wasn't too bad. The Mr. Bean movie was shocking.
Yeah, it was awful.
is it Johnny English?
Johnny English. Yeah.
See the movie Johnny English. I think
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
that's great.
Harrison loves that movie. So yes, don't you? Yeah. I don't know if you can hear him, but yeah. It's kind
Yes,
of
he's invisible, but he can be heard.
Mhm.
Although he was all over that video that went up this week, he had no choice because he was in every photo.
He couldn't be an invisible child in those ones because it's
That dog was joined at the hip.
yeah, and we've got a little shadow down here. So there was no getting away from him being in that video at all. So she was all over it. So Nanya, good morning.
Oh, it's got to be early in Texas at the moment. It'd have to be.
G'day, mate.
What time would it be in
I'm
Texas?
just thinking about 6 a.m. Go to access file and go down to this one here.
Oh my God, he's got links
Is
on his.
Nanya in Texas, or was he going to the meetup too?
And then drag it across to was it 10?
Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah, how cool is this?
I've seen this. He's such a nerd. He's got links on here to tell you what time it is. But which time is Texas?
Texas is central, I think.
It's 5:15 a.m. Really? Wow. Now Nanya is also little Frenchie. So that's correct.
Mm.
That's his wife. So
Oh yeah, yep.
I like those channels.
7
Little
a.m.
Frenchie in Big Texas.
Yeah. So that's wrong.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Daylight savings
Yeah,
time.
take an hour off.
That's like the funniest thing is His Way Homestead happens to be Commander Bacon and Healthy Homestead Chick. How do the two go together? Commander Bacon and Healthy Homestead Chick.
Opposites attract.
Yeah. Wow, that'd be like a full-on meat eater being involved with a vegan. Wow.
Doug's hilarious. The stuff that comes up on Facebook.
It's just after 7 a.m. So this is a good time to actually go.
Mm.
I'm just
Yeah.
about to go to. Well, no, I'm not going to go to bed at all. So
Of course,
Yeah.
bacon's healthy. Now I got hat hair.
oh my God, you should see. I walked in and I looked at him. I'm like, what is going on with your hair? It looked like he put his finger in a socket. I'm like, what? So
Between the hat, the headphones, and everything else, it was everywhere.
So, Stephen got to experience what it's going to be like when his son's taller than him. Harrison's got this thing at his school. He's in grade 6 here in primary school, and he has this thing at school called the Short Circus. And I don't know if you can see that. He stilts he's learning to walk on stilts and everything. So they had a performance today. So yeah, he was taller than Stephen today. Stephen's 6'2" for those that don't know. So Harrison was walking around on stilts. We got it on video.
Yeah, did a great job.
If there wasn't other kids in there, we'd probably post it on YouTube, but there was other kids in there. So yeah. City Girl, bacon is life. Bacon makes everything better. So
It certainly does.
I think if I cut my hand open, I'll just wrap it in bacon because, bacon's good. I don't know where they come from.
No.
So
Anything you put with bacon is more bacon.
Ed's back.
Ed's back.
You kind of stopped, Ed, and I was afraid that you might have driven into one of those big whirly things.
I mentioned tornado and you disappeared. I thought, oh God, what have I done?
You called one down on him?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. What a long week.
Has been a long week.
Hmm.
Had some fun at the residential facility this week. Been a few little spot fires have come up, but yeah.
Not literally.
No, not literally. No. Leaking washing machines and heaters not working, and yeah, it's been great. It's just been great.
Yeah, well, I haven't done much this week. Just
How many millions of dollars have you had there this week?
just over 50.
Yeah.
50 million. So yeah.
That's good. All going to good cause.
Yep. Darren, I wish I could. I really wish. I think
Fill in your paperwork, buddy.
I think the auditors might have a go at me if they find out I gave a couple $1 million to a farmer on 600 square meters. So
Yeah.
yeah, they might have a bit of a problem. I don't know. Oh, geez, what happened
It's
there?
catching up.
Sorry, I'm trying to read comments over here and. Okay, Mary bacon. What was it? Roses are red, violets are blue. I love bacon. That's pretty much it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just too much to do. Nanya, what have you been doing lately? Busy?
Oh, so he's not going to the meetup?
So what is the meetup? Is it
It's the Crockers having a meetup. The Shoot Dang meetup.
I hear come on. It's now in Texas. So
yeah?
I know he's moving to Texas.
yeah, he's isn't he there?
Yeah,
He's there now.
He was live from there.
Come on with the come on, but he was there, but he was having issues with the network or something like that.
Yeah, I
So
think it was a bit patchy.
yeah,
He was live the other morning.
I thought he was going to that meetup. I thought you mentioned that.
He
Yeah,
might
I
be too.
could be dreaming, probably dreaming.
Yeah. Should have kept the roosters first. Mate, that rooster has drawn blood on me 3 times already. He wasn't keeping those spurs.
They were like,
Whew.
yeah. He almost fell asleep.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, because usually he doesn't like Stephen at all. I can walk in there and he's quite good, but as soon as Stephen walks in there, he just he doesn't appreciate Stephen. But
I did enjoy the little translation I put in there. I was like, do you guys really know what you're doing here? Like,
and the answer to that was no. I mean, I nearly lost my fingers at one stage. So yeah. So everyone going to meet up. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Why am I cat?
it's a cool, suave one.
Oh okay. I'll take that. Yeah.
Well, the extremely gay-looking guy, but hey.
I think I'm a little bit light on colour. A little bit. I loved the thing about that show is I love seeing the evolution of Crichton from the very first to the end. It's like, wow, that's really bad. So I didn't get it.
No, you don't really like it there.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
It's
Yeah.
a nerd
Yeah,
thing.
that tornado that Paula mentioned about that was a pretty devastating one. It took a lot of people. Paula and her husband both had people taken.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a terrible weather event that comes through there quite regularly. Terry was doing a stream the other day, and the tornado alarm went off, and he had to shut down and head down to the basement. Yeah, scary stuff.
Bradley, we tried with his toenails to, they were not coming off.
No.
No. Were they?
No,
Not. Yeah. And there were. I didn't cut them short enough,
No,
but there
you
was
couldn't.
surprisingly not much blood.
no,
there.
it hardly even bled at all. By the time he had something to eat, it stopped.
He's walking properly now, though.
Yeah.
He was walking every time he walked. He'd flick his legs out because
He
he
his
was
leg up, and
he was getting himself. So, yeah, that's a big.
the funny thing though is that the three new ones, the little ones out there, and they were living in that dog kennel. And now we've taken the cage away, and I went out there the other night, and here they are. The three of them were in the dog kennel, and the rest of the chickens are in the chicken coop. So they're still quite happy to live in there. So that's fine. They're okay there.
One of them's a rooster
Mm.
that we know of. So,
He's almost got his crow on. He's almost got it.
oh my God, they sound so stupid when they start crowing. So it's
Mm.
like a young boy going through puberty. So, which is really what it is. I'm going to be
Yeah.
back in a second.
Oh,
I guess we're not that popular tonight. No one wants to come talk to us.
yeah. Well, I'll pin the link there. If anyone else wants to jump up, you're more than welcome.
The link's in the link.
Links in the link. It should be pinned up the top there.
It certainly is, man.
I thought that was easier.
Is that?
I use clines to cut them off. It's a cline.
Yeah. Yeah. The reciprocating saw did a good job on it. We just had to get his foot stable on the pallet there so it wouldn't move. And the funniest thing was though, he ended up breaking it. So the bit that holds the blade actually is, I don't know whether it's come loose or snapped off. I've got to get the father-in-law to pull it apart and see if he can put it back together again. But yeah, it definitely gave up the chase on me, which is a bit disappointing. But anyway,
Paula, I always want to see your smiling face. You know that.
and how's work been this week, Darren?
Yeah, good, mate. Apart from the boss annoying me. But hey,
Yep.
that's their job, to annoy us.
Of course, Sonny. Yeah, if you want to jump on in 20 minutes, you're more than welcome to.
If we're on in 20 minutes.
I'll be back in a second.
Oh, look. It's just me.
You guys tag teaming?
Actually, Gerwin, the next time we cut the spurs, we've got a little, it's like a little Dremel tool. It doesn't, like, it's not as harsh as the, what do the Americans call it, Sawzall or reciprocating saw. So we've got a little oscillating tool, which we'll use next time. So I have a face for radio. Yeah, so I think we'll use that next time. It's not so harsh on, I couldn't hold his feet to do it. So, yeah.
Hang them upside down.
Yeah, well, that's what we did when we went over the back of the video. We actually put him on his back and had his legs down. And as you can see, when Stephen was holding him at the end, he almost fell asleep. So, yeah.
Gerwin, I tie him up the same way I do to neck him. There's a link up the top, pinned to the top of the chat, Terry.
Yeah, garden shears. The only problem was I'd left the garden shears at the rental. So what are you eating?
What's he bringing in?
Oh my God.
Darren and I were talking in a live the other day about how to make an Aussie hamburger. And what is the ingredient that must be in an Aussie hamburger, Darren?
Not beetroot.
Beetroot.
Beetroot. And some people are, so I'm going to start some education for people in America.
It's beets.
So that is a tin of
Sliced beets.
sliced beet or sliced beetroots. And yeah, so they look like that.
Everyone knows what
Yeah.
beets are, but
Yeah.
people
So-
don't understand why you put. No.
Oh, can't have a hamburger without beetroot, can you, Darren?
No.
No.
Heck no.
So all of our American friends, next hamburger you're making at home, just try it. Just put some beets in there.
And it's not. It's. He's pushing me around. I see him. Like it's not like he's big enough. It's not roasted beets either.
No, it's
Like pickle.
pickled.
Pickled.
Yeah.
Yep. Vinegar pickled.
Pickled. I like the whole baby beets in salads. Chop them up into quarters. Yeah, they're good.
There's sliced Paula. When you put them in a hamburger, you just slice them and you get a nice big thick slice.
So you can see there that that's how they come out of the can.
That's a little thin. That one.
Yeah. So, but if you got ones like that, you put about 4 or 5 of those on.
There you go.
Yeah,
Bibi says you must have beetroot.
And
And pineapple. Thank you,
Yep.
agent.
must have egg, must have pineapple, must have bacon. Yes, that's an Aussie hamburger.
And onions.
And
The pineapple also goes on the pizza with the anchovies.
Oh, you almost had me there until you said that A word.
yeah, the road we're traveling together, mate. We part at anchovies. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can guarantee when I say my choices for pizza, I'm going to piss someone off.
Hey, city girl.
Hey, Terry.
Please, no, I'd rather have a mouthful of Vegemite.
Oh,
Oh, you can put Vegemite on a hamburger too if you really
oh,
want to.
Oh no!
Oh, we've lost Nanya with the beets and pineapple. Trust me. Yeah.
Now, someone's also saying onions on the hamburger. We need to clarify as well.
Caramelized onions.
Caramelized.
Yes,
Yes.
has to be cooked onions.
It's got to be
Cooked
cooked
onions.
for a good 5-6 minutes.
So it's almost black.
Yeah, so it's starting to caramelize and sugarize it.
Don't
Yeah,
get
that goes on.
caramelized onions, raw onions, no.
Yeah. Bradley, no, anchovies. Ugh.
No. Uh-uh.
Oh, see, Darren, you're outvoted here. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not really phased.
Yeah,
As I
the
said, I can
anchovies.
guarantee my choices on pizza will piss off almost 100% of people. So, guess who steals my pizza? No
No
one.
That's
Why?
when you know people to make their own pizzas and you have your own.
And my daughter comes over and goes, "Ooh, pizza!" Opens the box and goes, "No."
Yeah, that my mum did that.
Yep.
We went over there for what was it, Mother's Day or something
Yeah.
like that, and she ordered the pizzas. And my nephew, who's the same age as Harrison, 11, he started eating it, and you should have seen
He thought it was just a cheese pizza.
you should have seen his face. It was
He-
anchovies and mushrooms.
Yeah, it was basically anchovies and cheese.
No, anchovies and olives.
Yeah, that's right.
And he nearly vomited.
Yeah,
He hit
no.
the-
Olives don't belong on anything.
He hit the first anchovy and he went green.
Mm.
So how's things with you, City Girl?
Doing good. I had to get up early today because I had to be at work early today. It's gonna be a long day for me, but I don't mind. But enjoying things, working on
That's good.
getting business going and taking over to where I'm my own boss for work. So little by little, that's going. I gotta wait another 10 days so I can be my own boss for work. But I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
That's awesome.
Stuffed green olives.
Yeah.
I want to know what Nanya's idea of Australian hamburgers are illegal in Texas. I want to know what Nanya's idea of a good hamburger is because he doesn't like any of our suggestions. Please
I
don't
am
tell
going
me.
to try the beets on hamburger, though. I am going to try it.
Give it
Yeah.
a try. Yeah.
I have a jar of pickled beets in there that I bought last week. I just haven't made any burgers yet. But that'll be soon.
I think Nanya needs to get, when it all opens up, he needs to come to Australia, and I'm going to make him an Aussie hamburger and change his mind. It's the only way he'll prove it.
I saw a YouTube video the other day and they were making a burger and they basically got a patty, put cheese on it and put it in a bun.
Yep, that's a cheeseburger.
It's a cheese.
That's not even a cheeseburger.
That's not even a cheeseburger. Where's the tomato sauce or the lettuce or something?
You gotta have tomatoes and lettuce and fried onions, of course.
No, that was all. I'm like, oh, meat, bacon, mustard, cheese, mustard, lettuce, tomato, onion, and bread. So a Big Mac.
Yes,
Big Mac
that's a
with
bacon
bacon.
cheeseburger.
It's a big feast.
Paula Wells,
Bacon,
Yes.
mustard, cheese list.
cheeseburger has sauce and onions. Yeah.
Yeah. And pickles.
Yes, you gotta have pickles.
I just couldn't understand. And it was a gluten-free bun. So I'm just like,
Oh, no.
yeah.
Hey,
Definitely
GP, how you doing, man?
Jerry,
Hey, gee. I don't think many Australians could eat a pickle like you do. What is that? Like, what? I don't understand the whole pickles thing. Like,
Oh.
you order something and there's this massive, great big pickle on the side, and you just, ugh. I can't
What's wrong
stand
with
it.
that?
Pickle
Awesome.
spears? Oh my god. You
What's
gotta
wrong
try
with
it. One thing I found a couple years ago, and I just happened to be sitting on the couch. My son and I were watching a TV show, and I was eating Doritos, and we had a jar of pickles in the refrigerator, and I was craving pickles for like 3 weeks, and I wouldn't eat them. I was trying to stay away because if I get craving some foods, it'll be a constant thing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this. So I went in the fridge, got the jar of pickles, and it's pickle slices, the regular dill pickle slices on a Dorito. It is delicious.
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
I love
eat a
pickles.
whole
I love
bag of
pickles.
Doritos like that.
Yeah.
And drops
That's
no
it.
grease, bacon.
I still like gherkin dip, and you can't buy it anymore. So I've got to make it at home.
You got to make it. Well, I make my own Big Mac sauce, and it has gherkin relish in it as one of the ingredients, and yeah, it's really good. It's better than the real Big Mac sauce.
Every burger should have bacon.
It's got to.
And a gherkin is a pickle for the Americans.
Yes. So we had a sort of a morning tea the other day, and we had
Paula, I'm with you.
biscuits with cheese and cabana, and then I had little slices of pickle on top. It was magnificent.
But don't you like those little onion things?
Oh, pickled onions.
Pickled onions.
No, not pickled onions. The teeny
The
tiny
cocktail ones.
cocktail
Cocktail
ones.
pickled onions.
Oh yeah, they're magnificent. Eat them by the handful.
Yeah, but the only problem is that my nephew, when he was about 4, got into the jar of the red ones, and he ate the whole jar of red ones, and then
Without chewing.
and then he was peeing red for the next couple of days. So yeah, cocktail onions are yummy. Try like with toasted rye bread. My God.
It's always interesting to compare foods from across different countries.
Mm.
Similarities and differences.
We'll be able to do a lot more cooking. We've
Mm.
started packing up everything at the moment, so yeah.
Yeah, well, part of the setup with our kitchen is designed so that it'll be really good for setting up a camera and either doing lives or filming videos for cooking and recipes and things. So yeah, we're looking forward to doing that.
Yeah.
How much more packing do you have to do to move?
Oh, a bit. Yeah, still a bit to go.
Packing.
Yeah.
It's hard because everything that we've got at the moment, we brought to the house because we've got a shipping container full of our stuff, and most of the stuff that's in the house we actually use all the time, right? Don't we?
Yeah.
So we don't have a lot of stuff here, so it's hard to pack and not be sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. We tried when we moved in here. We tried to sort of not bring too much stuff in. We've sort of brought a bit of extra stuff, but we've got boxes in the shipping container that were packed up 10 years ago that haven't been unpacked yet. So it's going to be like Christmas for about 3 months as we go through these 2 shipping containers.
Yes, unlike myself, I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to packing things. I put things in there and write on them. When Stephen was packing stuff, he just put stuff in boxes. I don't even know what's
No,
inside.
I know what that's like.
They're packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're packed. So now I have to unpack every single one of them if I want to find one thing. And it's not like I try and pack things that are similar. Like if there's books, I'll pack books. But he'll pack books and a saucepan. It's just random stuff together that, you know.
Are they cookbooks?
Thanks, Darren. Now you've made it sense.
They were, mate. Yes, they were all cookbooks.
Cookbooks with the saucepan works for me. Sorry.
Thank you. There's the link.
There is no link.
Yes, there is.
I'm trying to match up a saucepan with Lord of the Rings. I don't know. So
Deary me.
it just made no sense whatsoever. So
That's why women should do all
Well,
the packing.
Samwise carried a saucepan so he could cook for Bilbo.
That's right.
oh, Darren, good one. Yeah, we've got to try cowboy candy too.
Yeah.
We picked a
Oh,
hole.
it's delicious.
And drops, I can't do guacamole.
Ew, no.
I don't think fruit should ever be fatty.
Oh, guacamole is the best.
Darren,
No.
I could just
Fruit-
eat a whole avocado.
No, fruit should never be fatty.
I can't even do an avocado.
Yeah, no.
Yes. If nachos haven't got good salsa, sour cream, and heap of guacamole, they're just not nachos.
I will say one thing. Our child will grab a tub of sour cream and eat it like it's ice cream. Like he'll sit. He'll have a wrap, like a tortilla wrap with a bit of cheese and about half a tub of sour cream, and he'll wrap it up and he loves sour cream. So yeah, we haven't converted him.
I can do sour cream on some things. My neighbors are Mexican, and they have introduced my family to some really good dishes.
Hmm.
So my son has me trying different things, Mexican dishes that I have never done before. And we're actually liking them. And I'm actually getting told by my friends that I'm doing, actually, for a white woman, I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
Which
Mexican-
is a compliment when their 15-year-old son is saying, oh, that's good. You've done really
Yeah.
good. So I'll take it.
We've actually got one of our short videos on Taco Mix.
Mm.
Oh my god, that is so good, that one. So
Yeah, we were talking about that the other night. Our favourite cuisine, if you like, would be Indian and Mexican and Thai.
anything spicy.
Yeah. So
Mm.
now that's got a bit of kick and a bit of punch, and yeah.
We're actually having a function at the house in the middle of July, I think
Mm.
it is. So it's our because of COVID, we couldn't have an end of year breakup. So we are having Christmas in July for all my staff. So there's about 100 people. So we're doing the catering for that. So
Wow.
they're in for it. So there'll be a lot of choices.
Paula mentioned cowboy candy.
Mm.
I've still got to bring you a housewarming gift.
Yes.
Cowboy
You
candy's
need to
delicious.
try it.
We're doing a swap.
Oh, are we?
I've got a jar of apricot jam and pickles and relish with Darren's name on it.
Is he getting my apricot jam?
He is getting a jar of your apricot jam.
So that one might be
My
safe
jam
to eat.
is Good.
Definitely. It's all preserved.
Yeah.
Yeah, drops like he likes his hot food too. Good.
Yeah.
Very Nanya.
See you, Nanya. Thanks for
Bye,
dropping
Nanya.
in.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, it's gotta be really early for Nanya.
Then we worked out about
They're a couple
7:30
hours behind me.
7:30.
Mm.
Yeah,
would be now. Yeah.
yeah. It's 10:30 at night here. When's spring break for Americans?
Depends on where you go. For college kids, it's go to Florida. Go to
No, when?
When?
When? For my kids, it was last month. Last month or March? I think it was March or April.
How long does that go for?
A week.
Right.
For Christmas, they get 2 weeks off altogether. With weekends, it's between 14 and 17 days. But like this year, because of COVID and everything, they started school later. So they're getting out the middle of June instead of beginning. Like they'd be
Yep.
getting out 6th of June. Now they're getting out 16th. But they go back 2 months later.
Yeah.
They go back near the end of August.
Normally,
Yeah, so their school year is different from ours too. They
Yeah,
start and
they-
finish in the middle.
they have a big summer break in the middle, don't they?
Yeah, and their year finishes at the middle of the year.
Yeah. I see there's a couple of states in America that are actually looking at changing to more of what we do here. So 10
Year
weeks,
round.
2 weeks off, 10 weeks, 2 weeks off, and break it up into those pieces, which as an ex-school teacher, I think is a much better way to go about it. Those regular breaks to get the kids, give them a chance to recharge and get away. I think it's a better way to go, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it would be good, but we haven't tried it. It's like with doing the schooling at home. My daughter's been doing good with that. My son has struggled.
Mm.
So August, I can't wait for him to go back to school. Plus, my
Yeah.
kids have been home 24/7 since March of last year.
And that's challenging as well because again, they don't get that time away to go be with a different group of people and interact with different adults and kids, and that's been tough. We've even found that at the university because we had a whole year there where students had moved in, but they were only there for 3 or 4 weeks, and then they all had to go again. So a lot of them have come back this year. So where we'd normally have first years, second years, and third years, basically what we've got is 2 lots of first years because they weren't there last year. So we've got
Yeah.
a whole stack of kids that this is their first time at university, and it's been really challenging. They're just not engaging with the social activities and that sort of thing. So it's got a sort of different feel to it. It's part of the hiccup, which was last year. Last year was the hick, and this year is the up. It's all connected together. It's going to take a while to get through it.
I heard an interview with Pink, the singer, today, and they said that she was talking about not being able to tour and everything like that. And they said, well, what are you looking forward to? She said, I'm looking forward to having a break by myself, like going to the toilet. Got young kids, and she's like, I'm just looking forward to going to the toilet and just, that's her me time. I thought, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's been tough. So,
No little hand under the door.
yeah.
Which do you?
That's what Celeste used to do to Harrison when he went to the toilet. She would sit at the door and wait. It's like, I know you're in there. Can you get out? Like, is there any other way out of there? And yeah. And I remember we were at my parents' place and he went to the toilet and she sat at the door and she had her back to the door and she didn't realize, and he walked out and someone else had walked in. And she's sitting there, and all of a sudden she thought, oh, so she turned around and she was watching the door open, and the door open. It was I don't know who it was. It was my dad or something like. And she looked at him, she just glared and gave him the stink eye and said, well, you're not Harrison. And she just looked at him as if to say, who the hell are you? And then had to find Harrison.
Where's
So,
Harrison?
yeah, where's Harrison? So he's just there. But, yeah, so go to the toilet by yourself. All mothers and some fathers can actually commiserate with that. I know that Harrison started walking when he was 9 months old. So he was very early. And I used to like being able to put him down and know he was there. And then I could go to the toilet by myself. But when he started walking, you go to the toilet, hand under the door. So, yeah.
My son was 6 months old when he started walking.
Yeah,
He barely even crawled. He went from at
Same.
2 months old, at a month and a half, he was pulling himself up.
yeah. And I laugh and the parents that go, oh, I can't wait for my child to walk. I'm like, oh my God, just hold on to that.
Yeah. Just be happy they're not chasing you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes. So,
My first son, Liam, who's now 29, when he just started to learn to walk, I had my painting table set up. As people know, I paint wargaming miniatures. And I had this container of red paint, and it was the most delightful red paint, and it went out of production, and I couldn't get another. And I had one pot left. It was irreplaceable. And not long after you started walking, I came into the room and looked over, and here he is sitting on my painting table, and he was red from the top of his head to the tips of his toes. He tipped it all on himself and painted it all over the whole bowl.
Haven't I seen a TV show where they were going on about a red nail polish, pretty much the same as that?
yeah.
One of my best friend's daughters got a hold of their colored permanent markers. Yeah, she was a rainbow for a little while. They didn't leave the house or go anywhere until they were able to get that off of them.
Sorry, I'm hard of hearing. Harrison made noises then. Oh, yeah. What?
Drinking his
How does-
apple and blackcurrant
How do
juice.
your kids feel about the move?
Stephen's got 2 older children from a previous relationship, so they don't live with us. But poor Harrison, he's 11 and he's lived in 11 houses. So he's. Are you looking forward to the
Are you
move?
excited about the move? Yes.
Yes, he's
He's excited about being able to know his address.
Well,
It's true. It really is true. Like, I'd say to him, what's our address? And he'll say it. And I'm like, no, that was about 5 houses ago. So, and you'll drive past houses and you go, do you remember living there? No. So he has no idea what his address is. So, yeah, he's looking forward to that. But no, he's just looking forward to being able to decorate his own room and have everything, he wants up. And, yeah.
He's excited about the Kelpie you're going to get him as a housewarming present. Working for you there, mate.
thumbs up. Yeah, well, the bedroom he's in at the moment, the one he's going to, is double the size, and like this study and games area is, where we're heading to is double the size. So, yeah, he's looking forward to having a bit more room, and yeah, well, we all are.
Yeah, this is, this house has been good.
Serve the purpose.
Well, it did serve a purpose because what we had done was we actually lived in a house that was owned by my sister, and we renovated it for her, and she put it on the market and we moved out, and we moved in with my mother and father.
God bless them.
God bless them. I love my mother. And that was early last year. And when they started talking about COVID and maybe lockdown and everything like that, I was still there. And I found the only house available for rent in our suburb. And I didn't care what it cost. And I rented it and we got it and we moved in, and a week later we went into lockdown. So if I had been in lockdown with my mother, one of us wouldn't have come out alive.
Someone would have died.
It would have been like the Thunderdome.
Yeah, no, it was not going to end well.
Yeah, no. So it served a purpose. but we're just glad to get out of here.
Yeah, it's certain purpose, but the purpose is over. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
and
never move back.
No, you can't go home. Once you can't go home.
Once you've left and you've got your own freedom and that, it's not home anymore if you go back.
Mm-mm.
I moved out of home when I was 17, so
Yeah.
I've been fairly independent my whole entire life, even when I was, Harrison's age. So to move back in, and as I said, I love my mum, but
And like every night we'd have the same conversation. Don't cook for us. we cook for ourselves. Just look after you and Merv. When we come home, we'll cook.
God bless her, she didn't teach me to cook.
I had to learn on my own.
I started cooking when I was 6. My next door neighbour, her name was Mrs. Locke, and she was an older lady. She probably wasn't old, but when I was young, she was old. She taught me how to cook. I used to sneak through the fence all the time, and she taught me how to bake and everything. So she was awesome. But my dad is meat and 3 veg,
Good Aussie tucker.
I had to learn everything on my own. My dad and I lived in our uncle's house. So he did most of the cooking. My dad did some cooking, but it was always my uncle. And my mom's, it was my brother or my stepsister. My mom felt that she didn't have time to teach me to cook, so she never did. And the most embarrassing thing I cooked it one time after I moved in with my boyfriend years ago. And my husband and I had been dating for a year, and he asked me to move in, and that Thanksgiving I wanted to do a turkey. After that, I was never allowed to do turkey again. Because at the time, I never knew that inside of turkey they had these pieces of plastic holding the innards in there. I shot Baron. It got cooked in there. I called my mom crying. Go ahead.
Sorry, let me.
And I called my mom crying. She was get over here and eat. So never again was I allowed to cook turkey.
I'm just living the best life. I'm 40 and only lived in 3 houses. This is house number 19 for me, and I've moved 42 times.
I'm an Air Force brat. I grew up moving every few years.
Yeah, I think Paula's dad was Army, so
yeah. And Paula makes a good comment too that she took care of her mum the last years, and you don't regret it at all, and that's true. And look, one of the things we've always talked about as well is with Julianne's mum and dad, when one of them goes,
the other one comes with us.
Yeah, and if they want to move in with us, then they're more than welcome. But I mean, that's at the moment, they're independent, they're able to look after themselves, and that's fine.
Yeah, because and I mean, Darren's been to our house and everything, and it doesn't. What we've done at the moment is stage 1 of our house. It doesn't make a lot of sense at the moment until you know what stage 2 is. At the moment, we've got only 1 bathroom, which is our ensuite, so there's no family bathroom as such. Harrison's still young at the moment, but the way we've actually done the house is that the house is joined by walkways in between them, like enclosed walkways. So the idea is that stage 1 will be in for a little bit, and we'll start stage 2 when I can grow another kitty to sell. And that section will have another master bedroom with a few other bedrooms, and we'll be able to have a wing that is able to be used by one of my parents, because they won't ever want to leave each other until one of them's gone. But it's fully self-contained but still attached to the house, so they'll be able to be with us, whoever that is, but they'll have their own independence. So,
and if you can, after everything that your parents do for you, there's nothing better that you can do than to repay that love with looking after them and in their
Oh,
later
yeah.
years. But, if you can, I mean, nobody wants to see your parents, elderly people go into nursing homes, and if it can be avoided, well, you do it. And if it can't, it can't.
And the funny thing is, my dad spends more time out at our farm than we do at the moment. Like, my mum sent me a message, oh, your septic is going in, and that was yesterday. And I'm like, how do you know? Although we're out there. So
He's a frustrated homesteader, though.
yeah, he loves space. Yeah. So, but he spends a lot of time out at our farm. So he
does.
loves it. So yeah.
Jack of all
That's-
trades, master of many.
Yeah, he's got a greenhouse that he has, and his property is only it's really small, isn't it? It's like a quarter acre, and
Okay.
he's got no space to put this greenhouse up, and he's itching for us to get out there so he can put his greenhouse up on our farm. So
A quarter acre? I wish.
yeah, it's 900 square meters, Darren. It's huge.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, for modern Australian blocks in suburbia, it really is.
Yeah.
So
It's changed.
yeah, Paula, that's my dad and turned my life upside down. Yeah. Oh, look, I'm very, very close with my dad. I love my mum too. But yeah, I grew up a bit of a tomboy. I know, Darren, surprise. And yeah, I very close with my father, aren't I? So yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit of a cracker.
Yeah. He's how old is he? 70
70 something going on 21.
77? 77?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. He's actually helping my sister build her house.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's up in the roof
He
and
doesn't stop.
he's doing the insulation.
That's good.
He's building, and yeah, he's amazing. So
He's living proof of the old adage, use it or lose it. He just keeps going and he just keeps active and he keeps working and yeah, he's slowing down, but he's still, he works a lot harder than a lot of other younger people that I know.
yeah, he's tough. He knocked himself out the other day. He had a wheelbarrow and he was wheeling stuff along, and he went to flick it up to empty it, and it went sideways and smashed into the side of his head and knocked himself out and had to have a
Oh
CT.
my goodness.
Yeah, so what? Yeah, what? Oh, Harrison's just funny about this, but yeah, so had to have a few tests to see if his head was okay. So yeah, it's not funny, but yeah, that's just him. And the next day he was up and around doing stuff. So yeah.
Oh, Paula, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, she put a video out last year about the post tornado.
Yeah.
Her and Kyle both had their story, and it's pretty heart wrenching video.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what's like. I mean, we get tornadoes here. Right after I stopped doing classes and started working full time, my desk was by the front window and we had storms come through. And it's when we had all them storms coming across the south and there was huge tornadoes going with them. In an hour's time, we had 3 tornado warnings. And I told some of the higher ups in the chat for my job, I said, I have tornado warnings just back to back. I'm getting off for a couple hours. And they said, just stay safe. If you can get back on, get back on. And it's very frustrating because all of a sudden you're getting regular rain and it's pouring down. You can't even see across the street. And then that rain's going sideways because the wind is so bad. And it's crazy. I hate to be in the city. I grew up in the city. I hate it. I love to be out in the country. Like the property I'm renting is a quarter acre. I use the front half, and like less than quarter of that is my garden and my chickens. So I would love to be out in the country. My daughter, she will always live at home because she has severe autism. So she'll never be able to live on her own. Yeah, she'll be able to do things for herself, some things, but other things, no,
Mm.
because the way she is.
Yeah.
My son, there's so many things he wants to do in life. I mean, my kids have been through a lot. They've gone through a few moves since 2004, but these last 4 years they've been through a lot because their dad passed away. But with everything going on in my life, my daughter enjoys talking to some of my friends, especially one. My son, he's a typical teenage boy. Doesn't want to open up about anything. He's willing to talk about some things after the fact, but doesn't really want to open up that much. But I still get to enjoy the fact that he loves spending time with mom, and I enjoy
Yep.
it. Even if it's just sitting there while I'm working, he'll do that. So
Well,
I can't-
they grow up so fast, and before you know, they're adults, and yeah,
yeah,
my philosophy is enjoy every moment you get, and
yeah.
treat every day like it's your last, because you never know when it's going to be. And
What did Keanu Reeves, one of his most famous sayings is, "We're not getting out of this alive."
it's right,
Yeah.
Because, in the end, I was just reading Bradley White about mini tornadoes. We had a mini tornado go through our property, and it was only a mini one. I could only imagine the horror of going through a big one. We weren't there at the time, but the destruction that left, like it ripped our roof off our shed. It sheared massive gum trees, like basically in half. It looked like a bomb had gone off, didn't it?
Yeah.
And we were lucky. It lasted. Well, our neighbour said it lasted only probably a couple of minutes, and they saw it going straight through our property. But we weren't there at the time, which is good.
Oh wow.
But yeah, we never found bits of our roof. We don't know where it went.
Yeah.
But I could only imagine
Yeah.
what it's like. So,
A friend of mine on one of the lakes here, their backyard is the lake. They've got like this small section from the house to the lake. A couple of years they had straight line winds from a tornado go through, and it took down a massive oak tree they had in their backyard, but it left the dead one sitting right next to it straight up. And it did like a domino effect, and it took out the oak tree from their yard and 3 other oak trees from the neighbor's yard, and it just looked like they just fell over like dominoes, and they were massive.
sorry.
Well, it comes back to that thing as well, that the people in your life that you love, make sure that they know that every opportunity you get, tell them.
Mhm.
Because, one regret that I have as a teenager, my grandmother, she was a tough old bag. She was awesome. She was just a hard-nosed, hard-working. Her and Pop cut their farm into really tough land, and she worked anyway. She came down with cancer, and it knocked her down, and eventually she went into hospice, and she went into for about 2 or 3 months. And I was only a teenager, and I mean, I love my grandmother, and as a teenager, I couldn't deal with how sick she was and that whole hospital thing, and I didn't go see her. And and then suddenly, she passed, and it was tough at the time. But as I got a little bit older and learned to cope with a few things, and I thought, you know what? I had 90 days, 90 opportunities to go up and see my grandmother before she went, and I didn't have the guts to do it. And it's much easier to live with hard memories than it is to live with regret. And make sure you don't have to live with regret.
Well, yeah, and I had the opposite experience. I grew up with my auntie, and I feel blessed to have grown up with her. She had Down syndrome, and I lived with them basically. So I had the opportunity to grow up with her name was Shirley. Grow up with Shirley and experience the life of someone with Down syndrome. And As people might not be aware, people with Down syndrome can have a lot of health issues. And in the last 10 years of her life, she was on an oxygen tank, and I'm smiling because she was awesome. She was on an oxygen tank, and I remember my mum ringing me up saying, oh, Shirley's in hospital. You need to go up and see her because they don't think she's coming home. And I said, no, I'm not going to see her. She's coming home. And she came home. And over the next 10 years, she went into hospital 7 times, and they said she's not coming home. And I remember one day my mum rang me and she said, oh, Shirley's in hospital. And it was the day before Valentine's Day, which for those of you that don't know, my last name's Valentine. So I was driving past the hospital and I thought, I'll go see her. Like, I hadn't ever seen her in hospital, and I thought, I'll go up and see her and see how she's doing. And I got there and she seemed pretty good. And I said to her, I'll see you when you get home. And she died the next day. So, I had the opposite experience of Stephen. 7 times I had the opportunity to go and see her. Never did. She always came home. And on that 8th, she just, for some reason, there was something in my head that said, you've got to go see her. And I did. And on Valentine's Day, she passed. So, yeah. So I had the opposite experience of Stephen, and I'm glad that I got to say the goodbyes and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's all you really want. You just want people that when they go, you want them to know that they're special for you.
And I don't ever want to go and say, I wish I had one more day.
Yeah.
Because you never do.
That's right.
You never.
I don't say that anymore because everything I've gone through in the last 4 years, I enjoy every day to the fullest because you never know what's going to change in your life. You should wake up and have something happen, or go to bed and not wake up. I enjoy life as every day. I have friends that tell me that when they have loved ones go in the hospital, I don't want to go see them. I want to remember the good things.
Yeah. I always tell Harrison how lucky he is. He has got every single one of his grandparents still alive. So my parents are still alive. Stephen's parents are still alive. He has his great-grandmother still alive, and his great-grandmother, when he was younger, used to come out every Thursday night and stay with us, and on Thursdays when I went to work, she would look after him. So his great-grandmother looked after him every Friday for nearly 3 years, and I keep on telling him, I keep on telling him, like, she's awesome. I keep on telling him how lucky he is, because I lost my grandmother at 6 months. Okay.
There you go, Bradley.
Yes. So I lost my grandmother at 6 months, my nan at 13 months, my grandfather at 7 years, and my pa, who was like the world to me, I lost when I was 21. So I didn't have, I only had one alive at his age. And I just say to him, you're so lucky. So lucky to have them. But his great-grandmother, oh, man, she's a firecracker. She's awesome. So that's Stephen's grandmother.
My grandmother.
Yeah, she's there he is. She's amazing. So,
Yeah. Another one, use it or lose it. She just stays active, that lady.
never driven a day in her life, walks everywhere. So were they antlers for knives there, Darren?
Yeah, that was antler handle knives.
Yeah.
How many knives you got on the go at the moment, mate?
5, 6. 6. 2 for Paula.
Sonny's Place.
That's coming.
Coming, maybe.
Thinking.
There we go.
Oh,
He's upside
Apart
down.
from upside down.
I saw his place.
down here. Are you in the car? Can't
No
hear.
sound.
We haven't.
Oh,
Oh,
yep.
spin.
Well,
Now you're sideways.
It's closer.
we can't hear you.
Can't hear
No
you.
sound.
Oh, wow. Nope. Yes, you saw. You saw Harrison. Oh Jesus, this dog's going crazy. I don't know. Sonny, is your sound going through your car? Maybe that's why we can't hear you. Yeah. But that's an awesome view of your boobs we've got.
Really?
Yeah.
See, if I said that, I'd be in trouble.
I wouldn't even say anything like that. I couldn't.
I read lips, Sonny, but I'm just
Can't read them upside down.
we'll just what does Nettie always say? Just do some interpretive dance. She's going crazy over here.
Oh, hello.
Now what have we got?
Top of the roof of the
The
car.
visor.
Yep.
Yep.
There might have been a cop there.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
No, she dropped the phone. No, she picked it up again.
Turn the Bluetooth off in your phone. Yes. Oh, good Lord.
I was telling someone today about Arkansas woodcutter when he went sliding down the
Oh yes.
side of the creek.
That was crazy.
That was a,
That was hilarious,
That
but
was
he did hurt himself. Like the next day, he wasn't.
Did he?
wasn't- Yeah,
he was
yeah,
a little bit bruised, I think.
yeah. But like
He enjoyed himself though.
seriously, what someone said, he held onto the camera like a 20-year-old holding onto his beer. Would
Yeah.
not let that thing go. So
Oh, yeah.
He put his arm straight up and everything else went in the water.
did I miss the police going past Sonny? Yeah, Jada, that was like Gerald. That was hilarious.
It sounded like he hurt himself when he went down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but then when
yeah,
he hit the water, it
it
came
was-
up. Woo!
he was
Whoa, fuck.
with it.
Down the hill.
But Stephen was killing himself laughing. I'm like, oh my God, is he okay? Like Stephen's like laughing, and I'm like, did he
I
break?
was dying here.
Yeah,
Once he started going woo woo on the way down the hill, I was right.
yeah,
When he first dropped, it sounded like he cried out in pain.
Yeah.
yeah. And the thing was that of course it happened suddenly. It was just like we were all talking then, and he was walking along, and then all of a sudden he disappeared, and it was like, oh, this can't be good. So yeah, you can have a stinker dog.
Oh,
Spoiled
Hello.
puppy. He's a cutie.
Don't touch the keyboard.
oh.
She's looking forward to moving to it, yeah, because our next door neighbours here have got a dog, and it drives her nuts. It just sits there barking and barking and barking at the fence. So she's excited to leave it, yeah. So you can chase the kangaroos. All right. Oh, good Lord. I don't think Sonny's coming back. Yeah, Garrett, I wasn't sure what to think. First of all, he drops his pants.
Yeah, that was the night before.
Yeah, I know. He was talking.
I've got to put some pants on, and then the phone went on the floor.
But then he
Oh,
dropped the
Lord.
phone, and I'm thinking, oh, please have some clothes on now.
No,
So,
no.
Yeah. No, that was.
It's like there's not enough eye bleach in the world for that.
What was it? What was seen can't be unseen. So
Hmm.
yeah. So who from the Southern Hemisphere has joined the Northern Hemisphere? I know, is it Bibi and Agent?
Bibi and Agent, and also Gerwin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I don't know whether Lukey has or not.
Yeah, I saw one of his videos, which is one of the ones I've got tagged that says I'm back or something like that. So yeah, I don't know.
It was I'm back or am I? And
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
No, either have I. So so it is Luke. So yeah,
Gerwin's probably watched it.
Yeah. There's no use us joining anything at the moment.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Although-
Gerwin, aren't you on Team Aquarius?
I
I
think.
think Garwin and the other one. Are
Yeah, Garen
Aquarius.
and Bibi are on Team Aquarius, and Lukey's on the same
Okay.
team as you,
Okay.
Team Win It Grow.
Team
Yes,
Warren
it
and Grove.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Ed loves stirring up John.
Oh, who does it?
The man of small peppers.
Yeah.
Jellyfish.
You know his oysters though.
Go Team Aquarius.
Well, evidently he's changing the way he does shout outs because people were not getting it.
The last live stream I was in was Ed's, and it was me, Ed, Robert, Kim from North and South. I can't remember the other one's name. I see her in chats all the time to talk to her. But we were talking about that, and I was telling them that I had people email me, cussing me out, saying, "Why are you on that team? Why don't you just leave that team and go to the other team because it's a horrible captain?" And I kept having to explain to them that it's just the way he does things.
Yeah.
And it's like the next day or 2 days later, he put out a video. He put out a shout out video that was like him just sitting there and calm and everything. And I was telling a friend of mine, I said, he either watched that live stream or listened to it or someone talked to him. Because it was a whole different way that he was.
Yeah, Bradley, we were talking post alive one time, and he was actually saying that he loses subs every time he shouts someone out.
Yeah.
Every time he does a shout out, he has a dive in subscribers.
He showed it in the video. He showed one of his videos where how he was doing the regular shout out. He lost 7 subscribers in that video.
Yeah. But that's just his personality.
That's
I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
if you subscribe to him and you've seen it before, like you've seen his videos, you know that's what he's like, you know. If you
But some people will just bounce in there because of the Shed Wars tag. I mean, being the originators,
Mm-hmm.
they get more shout out and attention than anyone else.
But when
And
you
people
have-
go in there and go, nah.
when you got people going in watching, I mean, the first thing they see is him yelling about people, and then at the end, he's all, "Oh, I'm just doing this because I like them. They're really great channels." He's saying all the nice stuff at the end. I was getting pretty nasty emails.
didn't he gave a shout out to Dave and kept on like
Yeah,
commenting.
Davey, thumbs up.
Yeah, Davey thumbs up. And you know, if you watch that video, you'd probably think he's having a go, but he wasn't. I mean, he was that's just him.
No.
And I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it got to the end and said, you do well, mate. And then Dave turned around at his last video and took the mickey out of himself.
Yeah.
He goes, I think I might have a problem, and puts all the times he does a thumbs up over the season. And like even Helen was given that thumbs up.
You're not going to show your face.
Look
This
out.
is all over YouTube.
The invisible kid's on.
Invisible kid. This is as much as you'll see. So yeah.
Hey, it's more than what everybody sees. My kids don't get on camera.
Paula, that's a big boast there.
Mhm.
It's a pretty big call, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't own a scale, but I'd win. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, we City Girl, you were talking about kids on videos and everything. If he wants to be on a video, he can be on a video. But if he doesn't want to be, it's not because he doesn't like. Yeah. He's been on one where he ran up the pile. He was on another couple. He makes cameo appearances, but if he wants to be on a video, he can be on one. But if I'm not forcing him to be on a video, so
right.
yeah, he does his own thing. So yeah, he'll be on it one day.
Yeah.
Hey, Paula, wasn't your biggest haul when you were away and someone else was looking after your garden? Just saying.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, Carol, we don't have that problem. As you can see, that was, his top of his head. That's about as much as you'll see. So,
It's amazing how YouTube can just get these cross-Pacific sling matches going.
yeah. Fight. Have to moderate.
Me a brat.
Right.
My daughter with her autism, because she has bad anxiety too, she is scared of bugs. And the other day I was chatting with a friend and she goes, "Mom, can I help you plant in the garden?" And I was like, Really? My daughter is a germaphobe. She washes her hands 20, 30 times a day on a bad day. And she wants to get out and put seeds in dirt and be on the dirt. And it's like, you really want to help me garden? She goes, yeah, I want to help you. I was like, okay, yeah, you can help. No problem.
Yeah. Harrison likes being out in the garden. Not that we had much of one here, but he'd say, let's come out and see what's going on in the garden. So, but that kid is not afraid of dirt. So,
Absolutely not.
yeah, no, my nephew won't even touch worms, and Harrison digging and searching for worms, and when we capture mice in the thing, he'll put the mice in the water and they'll drown, and then he'll get them and pick them up by his hand and fling them into the chickens. He doesn't care. He's not
No.
he's good with germs.
You won't catch me touch worms with my bare hands or grubs or anything like that. No.
Really?
No. I have a bag from Grub Terra of black swordfly larvae to feed my chickens, and I will be feeding them with gloves on. I do not touch them.
Harrison raises his own mealworms.
No.
Yeah.
When I started working for Walmart after we moved down here a few years back, I told my department manager, because one of the things on the shelf was dead dried mealworms. I said, that will not get touched unless I'm ringing it up for a customer. He goes, why? I said, I can't touch worms.
Oh, okay.
That's gotta be Adam, right?
That is Adam. There's no emojis, and it's from Tharo
No, it's not
Minya.
love hearts. So yeah.
Yeah.
And he's in a place I can't pronounce. So
I'm not even going to try.
Thurgominda?
In my head, I'm like, yeah.
Is it Thurgominda or Thargominda?
Thargominda.
Of course, the big question is how many shandies has he got under his belt tonight?
Shandy.
Shandies. I don't think he's been having shandies, mate.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's something involving a white polar bear.
More than likely.
Rum.
That's the symbol for a Queensland rum.
Bundaberg rum.
Rum.
Bundy rum.
I hope it's going well, Adam. I'm sure that Nettie's going to be glad to have you home soon. So
Mhm.
Enjoy it while you can, mate, because you're going to be flat out when you get home.
She's got a to-do list for him, I bet.
Oh yeah. No, she's doing it. She's doing an awesome job, and her lives with her mum. Oh my god, those two.
That's it. Now Adam's in here. Start bragging on Nettie and her mum.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I must admit that they do need Adam because the audio was just.
And
it was
Adam
terrible.
reins him in a bit, keeps him focused as well. Like it was all over.
There was no focus. There was no theme. It was a bit like tonight, but yeah, they do an awesome job. They play off each other really, really well. So, but yeah, I'd love to see the three of them together. That'd be funny. I think they gang up on Adam.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Hey, Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy.
Hello. I woke up to hearing Nettie on the live stream. I fell asleep because I was listening to, I forget what video I was listening to, and I fell asleep to it. And I woke up to her live stream, the replay of her live stream, and I just lay here laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even watch it. I listened to it.
Oh, that's good, Adam. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Yeah. Glad the show went
Oh,
well.
it's been a while since he's been on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And I think Nettie usually goes along to this one that they went to, but she didn't obviously this year. But I'm thinking, Adam, when you get home, I think all the, what did she say? All the lambs have got their legs crossed until Adam gets home. And I'm like, oops, I don't think that was supposed to come out that way. But yeah, I think the lambs are going to give birth when Adam gets home. So, but apparently it's nothing anyway. So,
Wait until he gets home and drop him on one day.
yeah. So good to have work at Adam. Yeah. For a artist, it's good to be out there doing what they enjoy. So
Yeah. There's a few starting to tour now as well, which is good.
yeah.
Yeah. It's one at the end of the year down in Melbourne I'd love to go to. At the Sydney Music Bowl. Hoodoo Gurus. They're touring all the capital cities.
Hey, Wild Animals.
How
Yeah, no, you're on your own there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge Hoodoo Guru fan.
Oh, great band. Love them.
Ice House are going to be in Bendigo.
Yeah, we should go see that.
Ice House.
So Ice House, I'd be happy to go see.
Yeah, we should
Yep,
see that.
haven't got either at the front.
But they don't have him at the front. But apparently the guy who's doing it now just does a fantastic job. So yeah.
And I think Chisels are at One Electric Day.
Okay.
Did you ever get your money back for the concert that was what
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden? Yeah. Thanks, COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, they'll come back.
Or they'll be dead because they're old.
No, they won't be dead. They've got another album and a few more tours left in them yet.
There you go, Stephen. Daz can come down
Daz,
from
all right, you
Gunpowder.
and me, mate. The
There
tickets
you
go on Monday. We'll stay at Darren's house.
how do I get lumped into this?
Well, we've got to stay somewhere.
Just invite yourself.
Yeah,
He's he has no shame,
just,
does he?
just invite yourself over. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
you're unbelievable. Yeah, so yeah, if you're interested, Daz and no one else wants to go with you because I'm pretty sure that's the case.
We'd need a taxi. Seriously, you guys are going drinking, and I'm going to drive you around. Is that what you're thinking?
Mate, that's a fantastic. Thanks for the offer. That's awesome.
Uber Darren.
Yeah. Keep thinking.
I think you're thinking really good there.
Yeah. Wish in one hand and spit in the other, and see which one gets full first.
So
you
you
said it
got
a nice way.
a band
Yeah.
there.
All right.
Computer Gurus. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one or two of their songs that I don't mind, but it'd be just like going to see the B-52s in concert. That'd drive me nuts too. So
No, I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't do that.
No, even their songs that were successful, I didn't like them that much.
Yeah.
I couldn't. No.
Rock Lobster and Love Shack.
Yeah, like
Oh God, I hated that song.
They must have been on some pretty good crack.
They had been on something. I couldn't stand that song.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of their whole repertoire, but yeah, I don't mind a few of their songs. The band from America that I really like is Talking Heads, but I'll never get to see them live. They're done.
That's what happens when you're old.
No, that's what happens when your lead singer's a total douchebag and no one wants to hang around him anymore.
And old.
See, Toby Keith, I have got to see in concert here in Melbourne.
What was the last
I'm
concert we went?
jealous. I'm jealous. I would love to see Toby Keith in concert.
No, we're just trying to remember. No, Queen.
Queen.
The last concert we went and saw was Queen with Adam Lambert. Amazing.
I wanted to go see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
one of my staff that works for me, he is a singer. He's 21. He's totally amazing, and he was in a production. He was supposed to be in a production last year that got cancelled. It was a Little Shop of Horrors, and he was supposed to be the lead. And it was really, really weird because he's 21.
Was he the plant or the guy?
He was Seymour. He was Seymour. But the weird thing about it was they cast a 40-year-old as his girlfriend, and he said it felt a little bit weird that he was 21 and she was 40. But anyway, COVID hit and it got cancelled. And he, fortunately for him, there was a production of Queen that was going to be on, and he missed out on the lead role for that. And that was cancelled too. And then they re-announced that it was back on, and the only person that wasn't coming back for this was the lead. So he tried out for it and he got it. So when's that? That's in a couple of July. So we'll be going to see him as in the Queen production.
Yeah.
So
Freddie?
yeah, no, I don't know. Yes, I suppose you could call. Yeah. But it's not a story of Queen. It's just a little strange. But no, he's a fabulous singer. So
Is it one of those stories based around their music sort of deal?
Yeah, like Mamma Mia kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be good. But he's amazing. And
We Will Rock You?
it's kind. Yep.
Because We Will Rock You was the Queen one.
Yeah. So it's a mini cut down version of that in Bendigo. So looking forward to that one.
The thing about the Queen concert too with Adam Lambert, like, Adam is not Freddie Mercury, but no one is, and we can't have Freddie. And Adam was as good as you're going to get. He was incredible.
Mr. Robot makes a great Freddie Mercury.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but the guy who plays Mr. Robot. Yeah.
That movie, I watched it, and he was amazing. Like,
See, there's a video out there, and it's got the original Live Aid video, and then his alongside it, and he replicated that down to the last step. He was awesome.
and what I found amazing was that obviously they got another guy to sing a lot of it, but he did a bit of the singing as well. So
Bye, Chrissy. Thanks for dropping in.
I thought it was amazing. I love that movie. Harrison loves Queen, so he's got great taste in music though. But what do I love? Queen. Yeah. So no, he's that movie was amazing. Who else have we seen in concert? Pink, Tom Jones,
John
Farnham.
Farnham.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie was a big disappointment.
Oh god, the worst concert we've been to.
Fonzie.
Fonzie was awesome.
Yeah. Him and Tom Jones, amazing together.
I just sat there watching the drama.
Yeah.
I've had chances, but never made it.
Who did you
What's
see?
that?
I've had chances to go to concerts, but never made it.
I love
Have you
concerts.
not been to a concert?
Yes, a boy band concert because of my little sister.
Which boy band?
NSYNC.
Yeah.
So I've
Because of
had,
my little sister.
I've been in recent years, AC/DC twice, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Def
Oh
Leppard,
my god, all the good
Guns
ones.
N' Roses, Metallica. Yeah, they were all sensational. Def Leppard were studio quality. They were incredible.
Yeah.
All the
And-
good ones.
Yeah, and like I was probably 40 feet away from Ozzy Osbourne up on stage, and it was like a religious experience. It was awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
You need a new religion.
I've said to people, like, when Ozzy finally departs this world, I'm going to cry for a week.
Adam, so have I. It was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. The Wiggles.
Yeah,
Oh,
I missed the
no.
Wiggles and I was not disappointed.
Oh my god, I've got video footage of Harrison at the Wiggles concert, and he was 18 months old, and it was he was doing all the, oh god, he loved that. Yeah, he was doing 5, 6, 7, 8, and it was hilarious. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that
What to
concert.
do when you've got a rock band that can't make it? Make a world famous kids band.
Yeah.
Hey, Darren, when you make as much money as they have, oh, you wouldn't be
They've done a
complaining.
lot. They've done
They
a
were
lot.
the worst rock band going. The Cockroaches. I mean, seriously.
Cockroaches. Yeah, yeah.
But as a kids band, they set the world on fire. They set a new standard.
Mhm. Yeah,
That song.
My son knew all the dance moves as a toddler.
yeah. That's what he used to sing to. Yeah. Clap your hands and oh my god, hot potato, hot potato. Oh god, I'll get a copyright strike for that one. Yeah.
No, it sounded nothing like them. It's good.
Oh, I know. Oh my god, I loved it. Yeah.
Anyone out there, if you don't know who the Wiggles are, go to YouTube, do a search, just invest
The
a couple of
original
minutes.
Wiggles.
Yeah,
The
the
original.
original.
Yeah.
Wiggles are as big in bigger in America than in Australia.
They're huge here.
Yeah.
My son as a toddler knew all the dance moves and all the words to songs. Yeah. Did not want to hear that in the middle of the night. No.
Yeah, Daz. Yeah, Michael Jackson and Metallica. I mean, those in concert would have been amazing. So
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Dad's one of the best ones I went to was down at Olympic Park in Melbourne in the late 80s, and that was Dire Straits on the Brothers in Arms tour. Oh, that was incredible.
Fruit salad.
We have it's the Civic Center here. I think the last singer we had here was John Michael Montgomery, but I couldn't go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's been a few of them since we've been down here, and that's only like a half-hour drive from my house, so that's the closest I've ever gotten to them. But hopefully next year I'll be able to go to a couple concerts that go.
Hey, Tina. Ugly Kid Joe. Oh my god.
Wow.
I saw when I was a teenager, Studio Echo in concert. Funky
I
Town.
saw Kids in the Kitchen.
Oh,
Wow. I saw Slim Dusty at the hall at Whitehill Secondary College.
now if for those people that
What's that? Who's that
old?
old guy who used to play on a beer carton?
I
I can't remember his name.
Let's see.
you know, not
Darren just
Chad.
admitted to something. What? Seeing a concert?
Chad Morgan.
Yeah, he used to play. He used to drum on a beer carton as he sang.
Yeah.
I saw him. Ted Egan. Thank you very much, Adam. I saw him too.
Yep.
There you go. There's a big name for you.
The bands down there.
Ted
I have a few friends from down there that are introducing me to some of the bands down there, and some of them are really good.
Yeah, Ted Egan's not really good. But hey,
Edward Joseph Egan. God, he's old. He lives in Coburg.
around the corner.
88.
No, that has to be a different one. He was old back then, and that was when I was in high school.
No, Edward Egan was born in Coburg. He is known for playing
Born in.
the beer carton.
Born in
Yeah.
1949.
32.
32, sorry. Moved to the Northern Territory in 49.
Yeah, his choice of instrument is an empty beer carton, aka Fosterphone or Victorphone, played by
Yep.
tapping his hands and fingers. He's 88, so he introduced
He
roll
used-
parrot. Oh, jeez.
He used to sit there and tune it up.
How do you shoot a cardboard box?
Drinking.
Well, he'd sit there and he'd start drumming on it. He goes, it's out of tune. He'd reach in and grab himself a can.
I just
Hey, it
look
was
at
so showmanship.
I'm just looking at some of his songs. Willie the Whingin' Pom, the Schnuck and the Schnitty. Oh my God. Some of his songs.
He had to have been drunk when he was naming them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a very Australian playlist, let me tell you.
Sayonara Nakamura.
Garen, I fully admit to things I know and things I do. The things I don't admit to are things like Steve being a nerd. No, I admit to Steve being a nerd.
Oh, no argument here.
Daz, the concert that we're actually at with Tom Jones, he got underwear thrown at him, but
Yeah.
they were
Oh Lord!
And
Yeah.
they stuck to him.
Grandma ones.
they landed on his shoulder, and he's like, yeah, no, but they were.
That was a great concert because Farnsey sang and then Tom Jones sang and then they had a section together as well, like they did on Hey Hey that day.
Yeah.
There was a Saturday variety show called Hey Hey It's Saturday, and John Farnham and Tom Jones met on that and sang a song together. And they said, "Oh, we should do a tour together." And yeah, they did. It was great.
Yeah. Fellow Welshman.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, Darren, the one Australian folk singer that I've never had a chance to see, which I would really love to, is Eric Bogle.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, a lot of really good, songs. John Williamson sings a couple of his songs.
Not a huge fan.
Adam
Yeah.
on with Ted.
Oh, he's more Australiana than country.
Adam did a concert with Ted
Oh wow!
or show. Joe Walsh guitar at the Eagles. Oh, we saw the Eagles in concert too.
Yeah,
That
was a good concert.
that was amazing.
Yeah.
Cost like $2 billion to see it,
Yeah.
but it's a good concert. So, long out of focus.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
thought-
Of course, Adam knows him.
Yeah, I thought you might have, known Eric and done some work with him. He's he's a great performer. Band Plays Waltzing Matilda was his. Shelter was another great song he wrote. Yeah.
I
That's
like
right.
the band plays Waltzing Matilda.
Sorry.
I said I like that song.
Yeah.
The band,
yeah, well,
when the
that's
band
Eric
plays
Bogle.
Waltzing Matilda.
he originally sang for wrote that. Yeah.
Our days, it would be a prized possession. Anything from the Eagles would be amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, the best thing the Eagles, Joe Walsh is a good guitarist. The best thing they do is not let him sing.
Feel free.
Yeah.
How long have we been on here? Oh my God, 2 hours. If anyone's around in the central Victoria area tomorrow and wants to pack boxes, feel free to call on in.
I thought they're all packed.
Well, the kitchen's not. So, because there's certain things that you need.
Can't pack it till
Yes.
sort of the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't pack those until they go, and they're the last things in and the first things out, like the
Yeah, I'm
kettle,
thinking there's a lot of, like all our preserves.
or in your case, the coffee machine.
Oh my God, that's the first. Someone asked me if I had to take one thing, what would it be? If I could, and I'm torn between my coffee machine and my hair straightener, and obviously, as you can tell, I need a hair straightener.
Your hair looks great.
It's just
Yeah.
all over the shop.
Adam just said Shelter is a great song. So Adam, one live on Tuesday night. I want a performance of Shelter, please. I'm putting a request in, official request on this live. I want Adam to perform Shelter for us one night.
The best luck. We try to be good, but
He hasn't played music for a while, I think, because of copyright dings.
and then him.
But you wouldn't notice that because you're too busy being a nerd
Yeah, well, that's true too. Yeah.
on D&D
Well,
games.
he could do it, just don't. He could sing it, just don't do it with any music. Acapella.
I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Garrowin, if it's a keeping pumpkin, it will ripen further. If it's not a keeping pumpkin, then it'll probably rot before it ripens.
Yeah.
yeah, we picked one of ours a bit early, and no, it was not good.
No.
But it was what was it? Queensland blue.
Yeah.
Queenslanders.
Not a big fan of Queensland. Queensland Blues.
Yeah, Kent should keep.
Kent's a great pumpkin.
Paula, that's exactly what I do. And that's exactly what we've actually just done.
Yeah.
Or everything's packed except for
We'll probably do that Wednesday.
one of, so all the cutlery and everything's been packed. But tomorrow I'll be packing a lot of the other stuff and just keeping one of everything because I hate takeaway. So, yeah.
That's what my stuff.
So when are you getting the van?
I've got to book it tomorrow, and I think it's,
We'll get it for the Saturday.
depends on you, Darren.
Well, I'll be up on Friday during the day.
Yeah.
But we got
So
it for
I don't know.
Saturday.
Well,
Yeah.
even if you pick it up Friday night,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that way we can put a load in,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds
How
good.
far is the new place from where you are now?
It's only 8 minutes.
Oh, that ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
No.
No,
We-
it's the putting it in and off.
Oh, I
the
know.
phone.
That's the annoying thing. We're just so close, which is why when we moved from my renovating my sister's house, we had a shipping container at the property, and we shifted the majority of our stuff in there because I didn't want to shift it here and then have to shift it again. So, bye, Adam.
See ya.
Bye,
Yeah.
Adam.
So there's a lot of stuff that's in the shipping containers that we have to get out of them. But yeah, there's still a lot of furniture here.
Yeah, still a bit to go.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
We'll get there.
it'll take longer to load it than it will to drive there. Yeah.
It's about 4 or 5 miles down the road, so yeah, not far.
That ain't bad at all.
Well, we had to be close to the property while we were building because we don't have water there and we have cows and chickens out there. So we're going out there nearly every day to look after them. So we didn't want to be too far away. So to get from one side of Bendigo to the other, it's about half an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we didn't want to be too far away. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, getting that time of night, maybe.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Paula's video. I'm going to get a nice cup of tea and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch Paula's video. So thank you for that link, Paula. I'm looking forward to watching that. So yeah.
No. Yeah, we're just so grateful for all the people that have come in. We've had there's still 10 watching at the moment. We've been between 10 and 20 all night, so lots of people have been coming in and saying hello, and it's it's great. So
Yeah, it's tough because I mean next Friday we won't be on for obvious reasons. But it's a little bit it's tough at the moment because when in between. So we want to tell you what's going on at the farm, but all that's going on at the farm is we're packing. But we've got a lot of fencing to do, a lot of gardens to do. So when we move, the real work is going to start, isn't it? So
yeah, and we'll have a lot of opportunity to do a lot of videos and film. So yeah, we'll be able to get content up pretty regularly and keep people updated. And, yeah, but we just love people coming in and being involved and saying hello and watching what we do, which is cool.
and having people drop into the lives and keeping us company. So thank you very much for you guys. So
No, you're welcome. I enjoyed it.
That's good. Yes.
yeah, Garrowin, nice cup of tea. I must say I don't make tea because Stephen's the tea extraordinaire man, so he makes a mean cup of tea. So yeah,
Secret recipe. Two tea bags. Tetley all rounders. It's the only tea bag I'll use.
thanks Daz for coming in too. So
Yeah.
it was fun. So not you, the other
Yeah,
Darren.
you said Daz.
I
So
said Daz.
listen.
That's why. Yeah.
All right, I'll see if I can get us tickets, Daz. They're going on sale Monday. We've got the accommodation, we've got the taxi organised. It's all good.
Yes, Paula. That's why I wasn't watching it while we were on, because I didn't want to start crying, because Stephen didn't tell me that Celeste's video went live, and all of a sudden it came up in my notifications, and here I am thinking, oh yeah, cool, and I watched it. And I went, ugh.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a really sweet video.
Yeah, it was.
That was the toughest one I've put together. That was hard
I
work.
can imagine.
She's actually sitting in Harrison's bedroom now. So he's got a food bowl with her lead and collar, and a picture of her and her ashes in a box, and inside that is a little tube with some of her hair as well. So they cut some of her hair and put it in a tube. So she is sitting beside him in his bedroom. So yeah.
And she didn't get to come to the farm, but she'll be coming with us.
Yeah.
She'll be with us forever.
Yeah. So yes, and I know we go on and on and on about her, but she was an amazing dog.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got Shadow. She's awesome, but Celeste was just
One of a kind.
Funny dog.
funny. Seriously. Oh,
Oh,
hang on. Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just
We're
made it.
worried.
I'm in the office, so
Who's that in the background? Just telling the
there's
way.
my echo. Get rid of that echo.
Yeah, we were a bit worried that all of a sudden we thought someone said the police went past and all we could see was your.
No, it was. I couldn't get the Bluetooth off. My daughter couldn't figure it out, and it was raining, and yeah, it was just not good.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Like my coffee mug.
I was going to say,
I love
show me
it.
that coffee mug. Oh, fuck.
That's an awesome size. I need that in the
I
morning.
need one that size again.
No. Yeah, I had to get it because I went to this little cafe, and I have a rooster named Rusty, so that was awesome.
So, without prying, what goes on in that office behind you? What's
All right, so I work for we're an online lender, and I work in marketing, so it's a complete open office. So
Feel like a call center.
oh, it's not. It's just a bunch of creative people. We've got social media, we've got graphic designers, we've got all sorts of really super talented people.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Including yourself.
Yeah, I'm a web designer. That's what I do for a living.
Yeah, we've our office is all open.
Yeah.
And the difference I think between ours and yours is we hot desk, or we did until COVID. So at the end of the day, you packed everything up and put it in a locker. So the next day, because we have about 1,000 people in our building, and at any given time, it's only 80% of people in the building. So they basically 80% being there. So there's not 1,000 seats. There's 800. So because not everyone's there. So you may not have the same desk. It's really good though, because you get to sit beside someone new every day. But it's very, very, very open. So
that is very open. We do have like assigned seats, but so our company's pretty big, and so we're actually spread out throughout the city in different offices, and so I'm in the marketing building. So it's only marketing people in here. So we have, like I said, we have content and creative people, we have SEO people, we have lead gen, quantitative strategy, insights, and those are people that do analytics and research.
All the good brains.
Yep. We also have compliance and legal, because we specialize in the VA loan, so it's government regulated. So we have to make sure that we stay compliant in every marketing piece that goes out. Yeah.
Yeah, I work and our loans are government loans as well. So yeah, compliance, risk and regulation is a big
Yeah.
part. So, but my staff are spread. Oh God, if I said this to Australians, they'd know. I have stuff in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Northern Territory, and no one in Western Australia. So basically the whole
Oh wow.
Australia except for one state. So
Yeah.
It's probably 2/3 the size of America.
so we cover 2/3 of
Yeah.
our staff, but yeah, it's big. So that's very open.
Yeah. Yeah, our office is one of the first that was open like this, that was completely redesigned. All of our walls, you see the walls are white. They're actually like whiteboard walls, so we can do a lot
Oh,
of
cool.
collaborating. You can see, I think it's, yeah, this side. You can see our Kanban board. So you might know what that is. I don't know if you're familiar with Kanban or Agile.
Paula, what haven't you done? Just quietly. I'm just reading what she's done. So,
Let me see.
yeah, well, Sonny, we were just about to leave. We've been on
Yep.
Yeah.
for 2.5 hours. So
Yeah, I was surprised you were still on. So I just wanted to hop on and say hi.
Look, in 2 weeks' time, can you come back in again as well? We'll be going live, but we'll be at the house. So we'll be at the
Oh,
front.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that would be awesome. I would
Yeah,
love
so-
to do that.
not next week because we're moving. Although we might just go live because Darren won't be in a different room. He'll be in a room with us. So,
Yeah.
so we might even jump on for a couple of minutes just to give people an update on how we're doing. So
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
After
Yeah.
the first truckload goes in.
but yeah, we'd love to actually have you come back on in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
nice to hang out a little longer, but yeah.
Yes,
So
well,
Speaking
we're,
of people who've done lots of things, someone here is an excellent carpenter as well as a web designer.
yes, yeah, I've been watching the chicken coop ones and everything like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, we've got just a few things to finish up on it. It's mostly just finishing work, so trim. And then I've got to paint it, add some hardware cloth, and I think we're actually going to make the window for the coop. So
yeah,
a custom window. Yeah.
And yours are some of the few carpentry videos I can watch because I am a carpenter.
yeah.
And yours
We-
are actually really good.
Yeah, I can understand that. I watch some people build stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if that's going to stay up for very long. Like, I think because Paula Wells was talking about, I'm in Missouri, so we get some pretty, nasty storms. And so it's got to hold up to that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it's not going to last very long. I don't want to spend all this money and all this time building something that's not going to stay up for longer than a year or two.
Yeah.
Especially with the price of timber at the moment.
Especially, yeah. Like we even used hurricane ties on our roofing. I can't. On the rafters.
Yeah. I love watching videos of people do stuff, and then about 6 months later, you watch them redo what they did in the first place because they
Yeah.
haven't done it properly. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do it
I
right.
can't watch them.
Yeah.
yeah, I know it's really annoying. See, one of our major projects, the first project we have to do is we've got an old, we call them cubby houses. Now they're what are they called in America, Darren? What they
Dog houses.
like
What
a
do I
play
look
house.
like? A translator?
Well, I don't know. Yes.
Just
like
describe what it is.
It's a little mini house for kids. It's a playhouse, like a
Playhouse.
Yeah,
It's
dog
just a
house.
playhouse.
yeah.
See,
So-
you got that.
I know I got there. So we've got an old playhouse that we got for free off what's similar to Craigslist kind of thing. It's called
Yeah.
Gumtree here. And I'm converting that into our chicken coop. So, but there's a lot of work because it was free for a reason. So,
Yeah.
so that's our next project. Because from the last video, you probably tell we've got 2 shipping containers with a
Garden shed.
old garden shed, and that's been our temporary run for our chickens. So yeah,
So the new dig set up.
yeah, and a few more chickens. So just
Yeah.
can't have too many chickens. So, but yeah, I've been watching yours going. Oh yeah, so,
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to finish up, like I said, a few of the details, and then I'll probably do like a reveal video. So
yeah,
Dust,
yeah.
dust,
I'm pretty excited about that.
dust. Come here.
Mhm. Who is it?
He's peeking.
Oh,
Are they just so cute?
Harrison loves this
Harrison
dog.
loves Dusty.
aw.
You see it next week.
I love his little eyebrows.
Yeah.
Dusty and Bob are adorable.
That's what Harris. That's Harrison's favorite bit, the eyebrows. So
Cool.
yeah, he's a good dog.
They're amazing working dogs too. You get a good dog.
Not him.
No. When they're a good working dog, they're an awesome working dog. It's something like-
If I want a good working dog, I'll get Bob.
I think you'd have better luck as a working dog if you got Shadow.
No,
barely
Bob actually works.
Yeah, Shadow just barely survives on 23 hours sleep a day. So she's asleep. So,
Sounds like my cat all day long.
yeah, she's a French bulldog. She does nothing. So she's French. People will do it for her. So yeah. No?
Yep.
Insulting the French, sorry.
Actually, I saw a really cool meme today. It said, if you ever want to experience being utterly hated by something, own a cat.
I would.
Just the attitude of disdain that they treat people with.
Yeah.
My cat follows me around everywhere. I cannot go 10 feet in my house, and that cat is within 10, 15 feet of me.
Yeah, but the difference between dogs and cats is that dogs think you're the master and cats think that you're the servant.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and dogs actually like want to hang out with you and like sit on your lap and like play, and cats do that on their own terms.
yeah, my friend's got a cat that leaves some awesome scratch marks on her, and I'm like, this cat hates me. Like,
Yeah.
why would you keep it? Like, it attacks her. So
Yeah.
I love it. No,
Yeah.
not you.
My cat, when he really wants something, and we're walking by, he'll put his front legs around my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if he can see the tiniest spot in the bottom of his food dish, he will non-stop meow at me.
Yeah, Carolyn,
But
you're
he's
right.
gotten
Cats think you're the
better.
pet. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, lovely people.
Thank you so much, Terry and Sonny and Darren. And there.
Now, is it Sonny or Sunny? Because I say it wrong all the time.
You know, that's funny. My husband and I were just talking about that. It's Sonny.
Sonny.
Yeah, Sonny. But I told him, and we actually talked about when we named our channel Sonny's Place, because we were like, everybody's going to say Sonny. So, you know, just get used to that fact.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure, and I hate it when people say my name incorrectly. It's Julianne. It's not Julie. Don't ever call me Julie. But I always try and get people's names correct. So yeah, or JA. So, but
Yeah. My name's short, so it's really hard to mispronounce. So
yeah.
And thanks to everyone in the chat that's been here as well, especially Paula and Jandera. And
For our new moderator. So thank you.
Yeah, Sonny's not her name. That's the channel name.
mhm.
Right.
Yeah, my name is Emma, and I actually I do that in every video. I actually say my name in the video the intro.
I must miss
Yeah.
that. Seriously, I must have my head up my butt most of the time.
There's a reason why when she pops into the chat, I say, "G'day, Emma."
Yeah.
That's why
It's a name.
I've never paid
I
attention
listen
to
to
it
you,
in the videos. Okay.
You're making an assumption that we listen to you, mate. Like,
Yeah, what's that?
I did not make that assumption.
Emma, thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thank
So,
you.
yeah. See, I told you we've got it. We've got Stephen's got this Excel spreadsheet of everyone's links and everything because he's
Oh.
and he's got names beside them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But
bad with
I don't
names.
mind. I'm
Yeah,
not
people with
offended
names
by it
and
at all.
details.
So.
Oh, well, good. All right. See, look,
There goes the cat.
there goes the cat. So, yeah. All right, lovely people. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Emma, for not having an accident in the car and
Right.
burned. So thank you, Terry. Thank you, Darren, as always. It's been an absolute pleasure. So thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone in the chat. And as I said, hopefully next Friday we'll go live for a very short time to give you a bit of an update. But in 2 weeks' time, we'll be doing our first live from the house, which will be great. We'll have the fire going.
Certainly will.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
On the couch in front of the fire.
Yeah, let's do it with a nice cuppa. Nice cup of tea. So,
I'll be sure to bring my my mug.
Yeah.
yes. Well, we'd love to have you back again. So, thank you to everyone who's still here, the 9 people that are still watching. Thank you for joining us, and have a safe and happy Easter.
Friday
Jesus.
and weekend.
That's
Depending where
what
you
I
are.
was thinking. Oh,
Yeah,
look,
weekend,
I'm
yeah.
tired. So I've gone back in time. So
Yeah, I'm excited. We've got the meetup. So
Cool.
yes, yeah, have a really great
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, have fun at that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right, guys.
Thanks for coming.
See ya.
Take care.
Farewell.